What happens when the hero becomes the villain? If you've ever banged your head to peace cells, screamed along to Symphony of Destruction, or found comfort in the rage and rebellion of thrash metal, brace yourself. This is the story that no metalhead ever wanted to hear. Dave Mustaine, the fiery soul behind Megadeth, the man who turned rejection into revenge and forged a legacy from pure aggression and genius, has been sentenced to life in prison without parole. The metal community is in mourning, disbelief, and shock. Backhand index pointing right. Stick with us as we unravel the rise, fall, and irreversible legacy of a legend whose power ultimately destroyed him. Like, comment, and share, because the truth deserves to be heard, and so do the voices of those who were silenced for too long. He caught him was silent, but the weight of history screamed louder than any amplifier. Dave Mustaine, a name once spoken with reverence in the halls of heavy metal, stood shackled not on stage, but in front of a judge. The very man who carved a path through metal history with nothing but rage, riffs, and relentless ambition had finally met a fate no fan ever imagined: life imprisonment. For decades, Mustaine embodied the spirit of rebellion. From his infamous fallout with Metallica in 1983 to building Megadeth from the ashes of rejection, he turned pain into poetry, anger into anthems. Albums like Rust in Peace and Countdown to Extinction weren't just records. They were battle cries for misfits, outcasts, and dreamers. We believed in him. We needed him. But behind the snarling vocals and ferocious guitar solos, a darker truth was growing. The investigation started small, a whisper, a complaint, an unpaid roadie. But what followed was a descent into horror. Authorities uncovered decades of abuse, manipulation, and predatory behavior carefully hidden beneath the chaotic persona we all thought was just rock and roll. It wasn't. As testimony poured in, from former bandmates, crew members, even lifelong fans, the picture became painfully clear. Mustaine had used his power not to protect the vulnerable, but to prey on them. Polaroids, journal entries, witness after witness. What we once dismissed as eccentric genius was now exposed as cold, calculated control. In the courtroom, Dave showed no remorse. Still defiant, still unrepentant. "History will vindicate me," he said. But history, now written in tears and trauma, tells another story. Longtime fans are shattered. Some can't even bring themselves to press play on the songs that once saved them. Others are furious that they defended a man whose legacy now lies in ruin. Even fellow musicians are reeling. Metallica's James Hetfield and Lars Ulrich released a somber statement: "We never imagined the extent of the harm. Our hearts go out to every victim." This isn't just the fall of an artist. It's the collapse of a myth, a reckoning for a culture that for too long worshipped chaos and forgave cruelty. This is a moment for the metal world to reflect, to mourn, to reckon. Because in the end, the riffs remain, but the silence of the victims screams louder. Apart from this, some are claiming it a rumor. Now, is it a rumor or a masked reality? As there are no credible reports from law enforcement, court records, or reputable news sources indicating any recent arrests or incarceration,